welcome back to Casually Crafted. My name is Ashley, and this is the final week of the Deck the Halls collab that we have been doing, making Christmas ornaments for Christmas in July. So once again, this is pretty late, so I apologize for that. I had 8 patterns I wanted to make this week, and I only got to 4 of them. So I wanted to make, I have a whole bunch of plastic ornaments that I've bought, like usually on clearance, like after Christmas, that you like just decorate with or can fill with things or whatever. That you just like the craft stores always have them around Christmas time. So I have a whole bunch of those that I've wanted to make covers for. And I wanted to make some that are like completely covered and some that are more lacy covered, and try out a whole bunch of different patterns. So I'll show you the 4 that I did get done. And there I tried to make it kind of a variety of those types of patterns. So the first one I did, this one is different because it's one of those plastic ornaments that isn't like a complete circle. It's like flattened, like kind of like this. So it's still round, but it's not all the way circular, I guess. So this pattern is the Puff Stitch Crochet Christmas Ornament, and I'll show you the better side. So that is my version of it. They used a DK weight. Oh, I don't think they used DK weight. I think they used a fingering weight. I don't know, I could be wrong. Anyway, it was like a hand-dyed yarn, and so it was like really colorful and like purples and stuff, and it was really pretty. I didn't really have anything that I felt like would do the puff stitch justice, and so I decided to use this yarn instead. So this is the it's called Soho Noel. I'm pretty sure it's from Hirschner's. And I've used it before. I used some to make some snowflakes last year. This is like the sugar cookie color, so it's kind of like a cream, and then it has flecks of gold and silver running through it. You can't really see. I guess you can kind of see it, and it's a little bit little I was trying to say fluffy and fuzzy at the same time, and it didn't come out right. So yeah, so I think it turned out okay. Basically you make 2 puff stitch circles, and then you put them together on this, and then single crochet around, and you leave a little hole for the top part. So the back doesn't look as pretty because I think I put the puff stitches in the wrong spots when I was joining. So this will be the front. So yeah, this is the only one of these I have. I have a whole bunch of the regular circle ones, but since this pattern specifically called for this type of ornament, that's one I chose to do. This next one is called, I think it's the EULA bauble ornaments. It's EULAH. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. So there it is. It's basically V-stitches all around. They called for a sport weight yarn with a G-hook, and it also gives you like how much it should measure after like the 4th row, which is helpful when you're trying to fit it around a certain size ball. So I did end up going down to an F hook. I didn't bring my yarn down here apparently, but I used Ice Yarn's metallic cotton, I think it is, which is a 2/8, and I just did an unboxing of my ice yarns, but I haven't uploaded it yet. So yeah, so the V-stitches they used, they kind of like increased and decreased. Some of them had 2 chains in the middle, some of them had 1. Some of the spaces you had an extra double crochet and chain in there. But yeah, I think it turned out good. I don't know. And then you kind of just like cinch around the top to close it off. So this one's just made in the round, so it's all one piece, unlike the other one where you had to make 2 pieces and put it together. This next one is called Classic Ornament Cover for Plastic Ornaments. This one, she talks about how she has 3 patterns, but this is the free one, and you have to pay for the other ones if you want the other ones. So this one is a completely covered ball. I tried to play with my lighting to see if you could get this color right, but you can't. Like none of the lighting settings I have show the right color. So this is like a dark teal with sparkle. I think it's a Mainstays, or not cotton, acrylic. Um, but yeah, so basically you start with making a circle, and it's just two rounds of half double crochet, and it calls for worsted weight with either an I or a J hook, and you use whichever hook you need to get that circle to the right size. And then from there you chain up, and then you like double crochet back, and then half double crochet, and then double crochet, and like you're slip stitching every time you get down to this circle base that you started with. And then at the end you put the ornament in, and you kind of slip stitch around to cinch it closed. So there's that. I think I slip stitched kind of weird at the end right here. I don't know what I did there, but yeah. And then the last one, this one was a tutorial by the Crochet Crowd. It's called Crochet Christmas Ornament. So pretty simple title, I guess. I did click on the link for the written pattern, which when you click on that, it gives you like a whole list of like 7 different patterns, and so you have to like search for the one you're looking for, which is kind of annoying, but that's okay. So I'll show you, and then we can talk about it. So you can see my ring light reflection in there, but that's okay. And it looks kind of dirty. I think my kids were playing with this ball. Oops. Okay, so basically you make you make 2 of these little flower shapes that has a hole in the middle. So one ends up on the top, one ends up on the bottom, and then you join on one side, chain, and then slip stitch to the other side, and then just go back and forth, basically making chains and slip stitches. And then before you close, when you get close to the end, you put the ornament inside, putting the top through one of the holes, and then finishing off. So this one called for, technically he didn't say what the weight of the yarn was. He told us the type of yarn, and so then I had to go look up that it was a DK weight, 3-weight yarn, and he used a G hook. So this is Caron Simply Soft, the party yarn, which is like a thinner worsted, so I still just used a G hook. I do think it would look better if it had like a yarn with more stitch definition. I think his was like a mercerized cotton, which I think would have looked nicer, but I don't think I have anything like that. Like most of my cotton's 4-weight, and I didn't want it to be too thick, so this was what I had close to me, so that's what I used. So yeah, those are my 4 patterns that I got to this week. Like I said, there was other ones. There was like some lacy ones that you add beads to, and you could see the like you could use a colored ornament on the inside to make it look cool. There's a few other ones, and like some using crochet thread. And yeah, so I liked experimenting with different sizes of yarn too, so putting the threads and stuff. So I was a little disappointed I didn't get to all of it, but stuff happens when you have life, I guess. So yeah, so I hope you guys liked those few that I got done, and that you've been liking this Christmas in July series that we were doing. And hopefully I can get that other video up soon, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye guys.